Hello, boys and girls. Mr. Palace here. So nice to see you in the classroom right now. They are doing dismissal. I try to get in as many stories as possible. So hopefully we won't have too many interruptions. I have another story from Mark Teague. We heard a story from him about Dear Mrs. LaRue. It was about that dog that got sent away for his bad behavior, but he wrote letters to his owner just stating that he was misunderstood. And so Mark T is very creative. And we have a really good one today. This one is How I Spent My Summer Vacation by Wallace. And, it's spring now and beautiful day outside today. And so we got summer on, the back of our mind, and we're thinking about it, these warm days. So it's nice to hear some summer stories and summer vacation. How I Spent My Summer Vacation at Wallace Bluff. When summer began, I headed out west.
Third grade students may now be dismissed. Third grade.
When summer began, I headed out west. My parents had told me I needed a rest. Your imagination, they said, is getting too wild. It will do you some good to relax for a while. So they put me aboard a westbound train to visit Aunt Fern in her house on the plains. But I was captured by cowboys, a wild-looking crowd. Their manners were rough and their voices were loud. I'm trying to get to my aunt's house, I said, but they carried me off to their cow camp instead. Cowboys. Got those out west. Here's a postcard, boys and girls. Very common when I was growing up. You still might see some along the way. The cattle boss growled as he told me to sit. We need a new cowboy. Our old cowboy quit. We could sure use your help. So what do you say? I thought for a minute, and then I told him, okay. Then I wrote to Aunt Fern so she'd know where I'd gone. I said not to worry, I wouldn't be long. So that's the address right there, the address on this side. Dear Aunt Fern.
Fourth grade students may now be dismissed. Fourth grade.
So the address is here, Aunt Fern, P.O. Box 5, Prairie, Tumbleweed. And you can see the stamp up there. And then here's the message. Dear Aunt, captured by cowboys. Don't worry, see you soon. Love, Wallace. There's a lot going on here. That night I was given a new set of clothes, so I looked like a wrangler from my head to my toes. But there's more to a cowboy than boots and a hat. I found out the next day and the day after that. What do you guys think makes a cowboy a cowboy? Spurs, right? Cowboy hat. What else? I agree. Each day I discovered some new cowboy tricks, from roping and riding to making fire with sticks. Slowly the word spread all over the land. That Wrangler Kid Bluff is a first-rate cowhand. That's a prairie dog right there. I love prairie dogs. I saw prairie dogs when I was camping out in Utah. Wyoming, I saw prairie dogs. Montana. And even in Vancouver in Western Canada. Love prairie dogs. So us, on the East Coast, we have squirrels. And a prairie dog is almost like a squirrel. I would say it's more of like a chipmunk, but bigger than a chipmunk, but almost looks like that with a tiny little tail. Big fan of the prairie dog. It's a party. The day finally came when the roundup was through, Aunt Fern called, "Come on over. Bring your cowboys with you." She was cooking a barbecue that very same day, so we cleaned up a little and we headed her way. Oh, they're dancing right there. The food was delicious. There was plenty to eat, and the band that was playing just couldn't be beat. It's quite the summer vacation. But suddenly I noticed a terrible sight. The cattle were stirring and stamping with fright. It's a scene I'll remember to my very last day. "They're gonna stampede!" I heard somebody say. Just then they came charging. They charged right at me. I looked for a hiding place, a rock or a tree. Stampede. What I found was a tablecloth spread out on the ground. So I turned like a matador and spun it around. It was a new kind of cowboy, a fantastic display. The cattle were frightened and stampeded away. Then the cowboys all cheered, "Bless the true buckaroo." They shook my hand and slapped my back, and Aunt Fern hugged me too. And that's how I spent my summer vacation. I can hardly wait for show and tell. Teague, there he is. So what do you guys think about Wallace Bluff? Do you think this is really how he spent his summer vacation? Or maybe embellished just a little bit? Either way, I love the story. I hope you enjoyed it too. Now we have another Mark Teague book. I'll see you soon, boys and girls.